Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Gemini. If Gemini is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so Gemini, tonight we have that Emperor card, that Emperor energy. And this is one of leadership, of great knowing, of being a pretty dang good decision maker usually. You're good at commanding groups of people. Maybe you're the head of the family, the head of the household. Just really somebody that people trust, even if they don't like the decisions you make, right? They trust you because you are, well, somebody that says what you mean and means what you say, right? So let's go ahead. We have here, it looks like an A. Look at that, capital A. Next to it, it looks like maybe an N right here, N, A-N. It kind of looks like it says S-C-A-N, scan. If that means anything for you, scan. Now, maybe this is that you're going in for some testing and you're going to get some news here pretty soon. Maybe it's not. Maybe these are two different things. SC, like South Carolina, or, whatever, and AN. I don't know what AN, maybe AN, I don't. But anyways, yes, these are the letters that are showing themselves. Okay. We also have the number 8 right up here. You can see the number 8. And it looks like maybe a scythe back here. Oops, let me get my stick. A scythe right here. So, like that sickle thing that the Grim Reaper carries with him, death or Kronos, right? And so this is all about time. It's about mortality. It's about, well, honestly, in conjunction with this Emperor card, I feel like this is a kind of the universe saying it's time to really decide what you want to do if things go south, right? If something happens with your health, or God forbid, there's like an accident, or, whatever it is. So if you haven't planned your estate, if you haven't made plans for like, where do you want to go? Like, how do you want, what do you want done with your remains? I'm trying to think how to say this carefully and not be too macabre, but listen, this is part of life, right? And I don't know about you, but I've been around a lot of people who have passed away at a young age, unexpectedly, and sometimes, sometimes you knew it was coming. But for the most part, what I know about younger people, at least people that are, 50 and below, we don't really consider that our, things could change quickly, right? We don't really consider what's going to happen with all of our stuff, or where are we going to go? What is our family going to do? How are we going to pay for this? All that kind of planning, you think, well, I'll do it when I'll do it when I have time. I'll do it when I'm older, whatever. No. If you have the ability, I don't care if you're 20 years old or if you're 85 years old, make a plan. At least write it down, right? I don't mean you have to go and file the papers and make the will and all that, although that's good, right? That's a good idea. It's just about getting things in order. I don't think that this is a sign that anything bad is happening. Let me be very clear here. I have no indication that anything bad is happening, or, that there's anything about your health or illness or your life expectancy. None of that. But just a reminder that things need to be in order. The other thing about Saturn or Kronos is very much an orderly energy. Everything in its right place, right? And so that is the energy I am feeling here. Definitely a reminder. Go and get things sorted the way that you want them to happen, right? Okay. So we have a person over here with a dog. You can see here's the person, the head, the body, arms, legs. Down here we have a dog right here. Here's the head of the dog. The paws are kind of like up on the person and tail wagging. Now behind we also have another dog over here who is barking. Okay. We have a heart. We also have a rabbit. Okay. So we have two people who you're close with. Two people you love, and there's a sense of loyalty, of friendship, of kinship, of maybe even like this is my family forever. You might be married to one of them, or maybe both of them. I don't know. But I feel like there is a divide between these two people. So I almost imagine this is like when you have two best friends, right? And they don't like each other. They both like you, and they'll put up with each other because they love you, but they don't like each other. And so I feel like we're in a situation here where one, you are probably spending a little more time with. You are focused on that friendship, that relationship, that belovedness that you share. Well, the other person over here is, feeling left out, feeling like maybe you're not giving them the attention. There's a lot of love, they have a lot of love, but I also feel like they're also a jealous person, right? And that's not to say that they would do anything terrible, right? But I do feel like there is a sense of almost maybe pettiness or causing problems on purpose, stirring the pot. And so I feel like when you're dealing with this dynamic with the three of you, or your time trying to divide it up, be mindful that the one who is, probably saying a lot, acting passive aggressive, all that, whatever they tell you about this other person or about the situation or whatever's going on, take it with a grain of salt because they are upset. Okay. And this is a person that will do what they got to do to get you on their good side and you on their good, or them on your good side. Right? Yeah. Is that how it works? So we also have scissors right here. Now, to me, I just immediately thought it almost and look at the sad face. I almost feel like this is somebody who would destroy things. I'm just thinking of like cutting up clothes or something. But I almost feel like it's going to be the cold shoulder from them. I feel like this is a person who, if they don't get what they want, they're just not going to talk to you. They're not going to give you the time of day. So be prepared for that, the cutoff. Now, with the rabbit, it feels like, so we have a person up there. We have a rabbit lying beneath them. You can see the rabbit right here with the ear. And then we have a person up here kind of floating. They're pointing. And they're pointing at this over here. To me, it looks like the roof of the house with the little chimney like a kid would draw. And I almost feel like this is a reminder. Do not get distracted by this like infighting and the socializing stuff. Do not get pulled away from the task at hand, the work that is happening, the important work. And I feel like with the roof, it's almost kind of like that last piece, that cherry on top. You got everything, like you've built this life from the foundation all the way up, right? And here's the thing, the crowning piece. But if you get distracted by nonsense, you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. You get pulled into this mess, and it's hard to get out of, right? And so I feel like this is really the reminder. Focus on the things that you can control. Focus on the things that need to get done in your physical world. Focus on the house, the domestic, that kind of stuff, right? Getting things, well, paying off debt, saving some money, getting the house decluttered, right? Making sure that everybody is like living well as they can. You know, if you have kids or you have, you know, family members living with you, maybe even like a spouse or whatever, just coming back to home base and focusing on that. Not letting your energies be squandered in these different directions, even if they are people you super love. Listen, we all have people that we love to, you know, the end of time, but they're not people that are like, you're not going to go hang out with them if you want to get things done. If you're on the grind, if you are in a transitional period in your life, this is not necessarily the person you're calling up for advice. This is the person you go see when you want to hang out, when you want to talk about things, when you want to, you know, shoot the SH, you know what I mean? Like, this is the person that you have fun with. And so I feel like it's all about tempering. It's all about staying on task. It's all about devoting yourself. And with that, we have the 2 rabbits. That's all about abundance, right? Rabbits multiply quickly. So it means there are a lot of resources here. When you are focused on the thing that you need to be doing, you are really good at creating something profound, something wonderful, making money, building a life, an empire, right? Having more than you probably need. Don't we all kind of wish for that? Now, what you do with that, that's different to each of us, but we all wish to at least have enough. And if we can have a little more than enough, so we can take care of not only ourselves, our families, the people we care about, the things that we're passionate about, right? And so I feel you in this place doing the dang thing. Don't get distracted. Okay. All right, let's take a look over here. We have a little volcano, so we do still have that kind of tension, the emotional tension. We also have a fox. So I really feel like it's going to come to a head here. And I feel like this is that emperor energy where you have to step in and just kind of say, I don't have any interest in getting involved in any of this. Any interest getting involved in any of this. I don't want to partake in this mess. I'm not going to do it. And I don't want it around me. You know, it's not always easy to say these kinds of things to people, but sometimes you just have to. And once you start, it starts to feel pretty good. You're watching out for yourself, right? Don't let the fox in because that is the trickster. That's the one that's going to come and eat all your chickens, right? Okay, so we are going to do our lucky numbers. Number 43, number 6, number 97. Awesome. Okay, and then we will end with our self-care affirmation cards. I'm just going to flip through. I'm going to stop where it feels right. And it says, the chain of destiny. I watch my thoughts because they become emotions. I watch my emotions because they become words. I watch my words because they become actions. I watch my actions because they become character. I watch my character because it becomes my destiny. Ooh, that one hits deep for me. Woo! I need to put this one up on the wall. Huge. I need to remember. From the ground to the top, I need to remember. I need to be conscious of what I'm thinking about, what I'm saying, how I'm behaving, all of the things, you know. We become very much what we bring into ourselves. Like whatever you spend time with, it really does influence you. I always use the true crime as my example because I absolutely get so enthralled in true crime content. And when I do, and I succumb to that urge, and I spend weeks and months watching these kinds of videos, reading about all these cases, getting on Reddit and looking at all the web sleuthing. Amazing work being done, by the way. Amazing. And I'm not talking bad about true crime content people. No, thank you, because I spend a lot of time there. But what happens is I start to get very paranoid about people. I start to think anybody around me could be on Dateline at any time, right? Any of these people could be doing scary stuff. Everybody is a suspect, you know? And I'm being kind of silly about it, but it's true. It starts to make you look at the world a lot differently. We need a dose of that, right? We got to be safe. We got to be discerning. But to dwell in that all the time, it really does affect somebody. So be mindful about what you spend your time with and your thoughts, where your thoughts are going. All right, Gemini, I want to tell you I love you. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you come back. If you want to like, subscribe, leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. Other than that, we'll talk in a few days, and good night.